Okay, so I was not expecting to just sit down and do this. I was expecting to release a first look at the new update kind of thing. I recorded a whole video on it, and I was gonna release it and share my first thoughts and opinions and I did a little rant about what I was going to talk about today in it, but still, it was just going to be a nice first look at the TFH update. The last one, because there was no big anything about it. And I was trying to figure out why the quality wasn't so good on it. That was a little confusing to me. I never figured it out. But hey, I'm assuming that's what I'm going to put as the background footage here, because why not? But I was going to do this last night. I saw all of this last night in my research, and I just decided I was super tired last night. I said, alright, I'll sleep and I'll do it tomorrow. So I just woke up maybe 10 minutes ago now. I just ate breakfast. Well, okay, I know, like 15 minutes ago. I just ate breakfast, and I'm honestly pissed. I don't know how else to say it. I am pissed that this is the situation that we are currently in right now. So, in the video that I was going to release, I was doing a little rant about how story mode and just the game in general wasn't being developed anymore because Modus wasn't giving... I don't know if that came out on the mic. I'm assuming it did, but whatever. I'm assuming that Modus didn't fund Main 6 properly towards story mode and whatnot, and they were only giving money to develop the new characters and the online stuff, and they just didn't give them enough to do what they wanted to, and they wanted the characters for the online to release, but Main 6 knew that they were in a state that was proper, like a proper state. I wasn't half wrong, apparently. I saw in the Cube Temple that somebody posted something about being blocked by Maximum Entertainment on Twitter with the hashtag SaveTFH. So I decided to give it a look, and I learned that Maximum Entertainment, who owns Modus, which in turn, partnered with Main 6 and whatnot, apparently they fired almost the entirety of the Them's Fightin' Herd staff. Wanted the characters that were not ready for release to be released as quickly as possible, and in turn also didn't fund them properly for story mode. And I'm pissed. I'm genuinely pissed off. That made me pissed off. I could not believe it. I refused to believe it. I could not believe that is the situation. I don't understand. I truly cannot for the life of me understand why that is the case. Why Maximum Entertainment? I have no idea why. So, from what I read, from what I researched, Maximum Entertainment it is just the worst. And I also saw a conversation from Cameron themselves, who is a developer, or at least was a developer for the game. Apparently, they were working on Nidra and Baiha. They laid off nearly the entire development team, and there was only a few people from, according to him, there was like a very small amount of people from Main 6 and Modus working on the characters. And as he put it, it was the people who knew how the game was being developed were fired. So they were working for 3 months on a character that they had to just say is not in a playable state, is not in the proper state. And I feel for Main 6, because I knew from the bottom of my heart that Main 6 was not the reason for any of this. I knew that they wanted so badly to make the best game they could, to release stuff that wasn't horribly broken. They wanted to give their community that helped them reach the spot they were in a game that was just crafted out of love. I knew. And Modus wanted to do that as well. It wasn't Modus's fault, from what I hear. It's Maximum Entertainment. It's all Maximum Entertainment. And I am f***ing pissed. I seriously cannot believe that this company that, that bought Modus, or I'm pretty sure either created Modus or bought Modus, or however the hell, that then in turn helped publish and started helping develop Them's Fightin' Herds with Main 6, just decided to say the biggest f*** you to them and fire the people who were working on it, and to have them release content that was not in a proper state to be released to people. It is baffling to me that is even the situation that people are in right now. I feel so much for the people who were fired, for the people who were forced to work on content and release it in a state that they knew was not proper to be released. It's insane. I love Them's Fightin' Herds. I made a whole video about it. And to see that the people who knew that so many people loved this game and they wanted to give them the best game they could make were fired. And then the people who were left were forced to release stuff that was not ready. I'm saddened. I'm heartbroken and just extremely pissed. I cannot believe that this is the situation. I cannot believe that this was ever the situation. And I have no words. I don't have the words to even describe the emotions that are just going through me right now. I don't have the words. I try to think of the words and it's just, they get flushed out by this genuine anger. And yeah, I saved TFH because I know deep inside that Main 6 wants to develop this game. Maximum Entertainment, for some reason, doesn't. And I just cannot believe that would ever be the case. Who in their right f***ing mind would help to publish a game and then be like, nah. It's horrible. It's horrible. The people who were fired, the people who were forced to release content that wasn't ready. I honestly, I don't care about the state of the game right now. The game is playable for me. That's all that matters to me, that I can play the game. It's the state that the people who are involved in this entire situation are in. I say Save TFH is hopefully maybe gonna do something. I mean, Save TF2 did something. Kinda, not really. I mean, we got a response from Valve. Did they do anything? No, but we still got a response. Which that also pisses me off, that we got a response from Valve and nothing happened. But that's besides the point. Save TFH, while it may just be a last-ditch effort from the community to try and help the game, there needs to be genuine change. There needs to be, we need to help Main 6, genuinely. I feel we actually very much need to help Main 6 with this, because this isn't right. This is not right. They didn't deserve this. Modus doesn't deserve this. They're kind of forced to be on Maximum Entertainment's side because they're a subsidiary of Maximum. But they wanted to help develop the game. So this isn't right. This is horrible. I don't condone this. If this is how the video game industry is working, where a publishing company who has more power over a extremely small indie development team working on a game that they just wanted to craft out of their just love and passion for it. And the fact that they got Lauren Faust and like Tara Strong and just all these other people involved in the project to make it this great thing. And then Maximum Entertainment just threw that all out the window. I cannot stand for that. Something needs to be done about Maximum. And we as a community, if there is anything we can do to help TFH and Main 6 get back on their feet, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. I want to see this game strive and I want to see this game be as successful as it can be, and I want to see what the team can craft, and I want to see that envision of a brilliant idea come to mind and be developed out of love and then sent out to the world for everybody to experience just the amount of love that went into their craft. I want to see them be able to make the game they wanted to make since 2010. What started off as a fan game to becoming an original game to now not being able to be developed because of the publishing company is horrible. I'm not standing for it. Something needs to be done. At this point, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, so I'll end it here. But thanks for listening to me ramble. I needed to be able to just talk about this, and I needed to just share my disappointment for the treatment of Main 6 and Modus. It's horrible. So, thank you again, and hopefully TFH can be saved.